All right. So I kind of look like shit. That's okay. I didn't sleep for very long. Keep that in mind. But just wanted to talk about a few things. I cannot let this bother me forever. I can't. Okay? I know I let some time get by before reaching out to my doctor. I fucked up. I missed my appointments. I fucked up. It's not the first thing I've ever missed. It seemed pivotal. I fucked up. But I don't have any evidence that made all the difference. I really don't. It's kind of just wondering based on what I think could be, but don't actually know. And I've let that torment me for almost a year now. But I'm so tired it hurts to even talk right now. It's like 7 a.m. I'm going straight back to bed. I always say that and usually don't, but I really am when this is over. But I've let that torment me for about a year. And it's crazy. And this whole thing, my situation is worse than it was, but it's actually really not that bad. And compared to most people, how most people are in life anyway, to begin with, starting out, I'm still better in like a lot of ways. So to really worry about it to a degree, to let it stop me from things, to let it be this big detriment to me and make me so sad and drag me down so much and stop me from living life is fucking ridiculous. I've become very, very much stronger to just accept what is. And my other issues from like my car wreck and my neck and all these other things, and who knows if it's just from the car wreck, might be from getting hit with the fucking trash can at the hockey finals watch party. Somebody threw a trash can off the top of a hill and hit me in the back of the head. It might have fucked my neck up, and then the car wreck might have just fucking jerked it and brought it back um, out, like re-injured it, an injury that was already existent, and it just worsened it. So anyway, I am finally fucking taking action, and I bought this red light device. Completely unsure if this will actually work, if red light even works, if this specific device will work. But there's so many things for all these different injuries that I've known about, especially for the one injury, and just not tried. I really don't like spending money because I never have very much of it. Um, and I've quit doing things to even make money, which is a different problem entirely, and not what I intended to talk about here, so I won't. But I have quit even doing things to make money when I had all these other things that I was doing, like selling random shit and whatever. I just quit doing it. I had an Etsy store, I quit doing it. I think I've talked about that on here before. So anyway, it's funny how much things change in over time. Like just a year ago, I was reading my journal. It was very deep in that Etsy store. And I was still so consumed with my past from college back then a year ago. Even while I was going through my injury, it was all I was writing about. And I think that was kind of avoidance. I do tend to avoid what's going on at the moment to write about like other things. Maybe just to not stress myself out and worry myself. I don't know. I still do that. Like I'll write about random shit instead of like the girl I'm seeing at the time. Even though I've been seeing someone for a minute. Whoa. This shit's very bright. So I don't actually fully understand the different modes, even though I've read the thing multiple times. But I use the flashing one at the moment. Kind of hurts your eyes if you let it go off like I just did for so long, and then I just like do it on my knee. Which now that I'm doing it, I'm just gonna keep it on there. And it runs for 3 minutes at a time. And so anyway, what I was saying before I got off track is it seems like it might be working, but I've only been doing it for a couple days. So I have no actual evidence at all. It could be completely entirely placebo. But it had really good reviews and people say good things about red light. And for my other thing, I've read a lot of anecdotal stories of people getting better. And it's like I've been so caught up in it, but maybe I could have stopped it. Maybe I could have made it not as bad. I could have prevented it. Could have. Maybe I could have. But it's like, what? That doesn't matter what you maybe could have done. Because it's just what is that is real. And what you're dealing with right now isn't going to change based on what you maybe could have done. I maybe could have not wrecked my car, but I did. I maybe could have not missed my appointments, but I did. I maybe could have reached out to my doctor sooner, but I didn't. I thought maybe he'd say no if I asked about stuff online because I just missed 2 appointments back to back and I waited to see him in person. I overthought it. He probably wouldn't have cared at all, but that's what happened based on how I felt at the time, and it is what it fucking is. The fact that I'm still worried about it now is ridiculous, really. Like I said, it's truly ridiculous. But the point of this, anyway, but beyond all of that, is that I'm doing better and things are looking up. That's actually what I wanted to get at. Like, mentally, even though everything I just said, that's the one thing that does bother me the most. And even dealing with it like I am now, like, I'm still struggling with this shit, and I'd love to be over it. I'm sure all I have to do is let go. Easier said than done. But, oof, I am actually doing way better than I was. And, the body stuff from the car wreck has been bugging me a lot. Like, it's been getting pretty bad in recent times, but, like, it kind of comes and goes. And I think this treatment could help a lot. And you get some, like, heating pads and shit, too. You just gotta do what you have to do. Like, as much as I would love for none of this to have happened and be in perfect health right now, because I'm in my 20s and I should be, and that's how life should be, and it should be fair for me to be at my peak health right now so I can be so happy and be just like everyone I see on Instagram. It's just not reality. And reality is like, you gotta deal with your shit, man. I hope I did that all right. I was like mostly paying attention to it. Anyway, I got big plans. I'm working on projects. I got a thing coming up this weekend that'll be exciting. I'm writing my own thing I'm damn near done with, and we'll be making it, and that should be very cathartic, and I think it's going to be really fucking good, and maybe that can be very good for me. I want to move to fucking Thailand. Just looked at pictures again of Phuket. Oh, it looks gorgeous. I want to get my health nice before I go. That would really make it nicer. And then I can think about, God, I was so miserable thinking about how I was going to move here, dreaming of it. And now I'm here, sitting, laying on the beaches or on a fucking canoe out in the ocean, looking at these gorgeous mountains and in this beautiful city in the jungles with monkeys running around and elephant reservations and like just amazing food for dirt cheap. I mean, what a place. And that's why I want to go, all the things I just said. Not the lady boys. That's what everybody fucking says to me. But I think it'll be really, really fun. And I've never done anything like that before. I've never lived in another country. I've never gone to another country for long. I've never gone anywhere outside of the Americas, like just the Caribbean. So it's exciting. A lot of my family doesn't think I'm really going to do it. I don't really care. It doesn't mean anything. It isn't going to stop me. But I can't wait to get out of here. Everybody here knows this place is a dead fucking end. I hate to say shithole, but there's nothing here. It's so boring, poor, empty, tiny. But not just tiny, because there's nice tiny places with things to do in them. There's just nothing to fucking do here. I mean, it's a pretty desolate place. It's a place that dreams go to die. And a lot of middle America is like that. This isn't unique in that way. But it doesn't make it any better. Especially when any fucker in a city has entirely more opportunity to meet people, do fun things, and just really the excess of people at your disposal. Even if you live in fucking Indianapolis, you're better off than me right now where I'm at. Even if you're in fucking Cleveland or Detroit or like some random Omaha, some random motherfucking place, you're doing better in terms of things to do. You have a higher quality of life than someone living here. Which is crazy, because I think those places are all not places I'd ever fucking want to live. You know, when I was living in Denver and Tampa, I saw those as like some of the coolest cities in the country, and I still do. And I'm biased, I guess. Maybe not everyone does think that, but I do. Just based on how many young people there are and the amount of shit there is to do in nice places and shit to do, period. Really, that's it. But also outdoor activities that other places don't have, like Charlotte doesn't have any of that shit. So when people are like, I'm going to Charlotte, it's like, what the fuck is in Charlotte? What the fuck is in Pittsburgh other than cheap housing? But, you know, what the fuck is in any of these places? I mean, at least Nashville has a theme to it, which is neat. I don't think I'd want to live there either, but I love Florida. And that's probably where I'll go back to. I miss Colorado. I'd like to visit again before too long, but I gotta get my fucking money up. I need to get me a nice remote job. That'd be cool. I need to start sleeping right. My sleep's been out of fucking whack. I went to bed at a good time tonight, and I woke up after like 3 hours. And I've been up since. Because I went to eat, and I went to do other bullshit, and started watching YouTube, which was always my problem before as to why I wasn't getting to sleep. Read my old journal, and it's funny how much some things don't change. You get over some issues and you don't others, or sometimes you do and you spiral right back into them, like me with my sleep. But I've let this issue totally define me, and I can't even remember when things changed and how they did exactly anymore. Trying to keep track of it, things have become a bit of a blur. In the places I kept records, I've totally fucking lost. And does it even matter? I think the less I think about it, the better off I am, but I just wonder how long I can do that for. Maybe indefinitely, who knows? Anyway, look how fucking tired I am. You can see it. You can fucking see it. I want happiness. I do. You choose it. You let yourself have it, right? That was like the second video I made on here. Or something like that. It probably was. I wish I didn't regret all that time. I mean, I pretty nicely summarized why I did what I did, and you make mistakes, man. I wish that one didn't weigh on me and in my mind so often. Because it's shit that shouldn't be a big deal, but it's just about what I feel came from it or could have. That's maybe the craziest part, is it's just a could have. But time's a crazy thing. I think I'm getting much wiser, which is a good thing. Learning about action and its importance and consequences of actions or inaction, and time and how it flies by. And these are things I really have struggled with in life, but I gotta say, I think I'm getting wiser to them. And maybe this injury has really propelled me forward in my understanding and maturity of these things, which still isn't perfect, or maybe by some people's standards great, but from where I was, I've come a very long way. And me as a person, with how I was, everybody has their own like baseline, I guess, settings based on just who you are and your life experiences and how you're born or whatever. It's pretty good for me, is what I'm trying to say. I've come quite a long fucking way. that's what you should be judging, not other people, but yourself. Where you were yesterday, where you were before. So, anyway, that's the video. I think things will get better. I can't wait to move on. Big shit cooking. Need to fix my sleep. Can't repeat my bad patterns. Gotta let go of the past, which is really what this is. Was obsessed with past mistakes. Indirectly kind of led to this fucking injury. Came home. Was still obsessed with those past mistakes. Was obsessed with having to come home, which was a past mistake. And then was obsessed with the injury, which was a past mistake. And then had another injury and stayed obsessed with this injury. And then later the other injury the entire year, which is all past mistakes. Hard to accept what is when it is your health that has changed. And it's a thing that stays pretty constant with you. But you have to fucking accept the past. You have to accept what is. Because you obsessing over it, wishing it was different, it doesn't change anything. You're just torturing yourself mentally. And life doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be so dark and so bad, especially when my situation, while not perfect or ideal or what it once was, it's not horrible. It's not as bad as it was, and it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of my life. It's not the end of the quality of my life. And if I do the shit that I know I can do, despite the fact it's expensive and timely, like going to take a lot of time, can make, from what I've heard, a pretty big difference. And maybe I'm just afraid that the difference won't be as much as I want or something, but I gotta try, because it's better than not doing anything. So anyway, that's the video, because this is pretty fucking long now. So things have been not bad, though. I can't complain. Been seeing a girl. She's very nice. Knock on wood. I hate to say that and talk about it while it's happening. But just for the sake of setting a record of what's going on. Yeah. It's been giving me something to do. I haven't been going out anymore, and that's been really boring. And I've missed going out, though. But it's because I have this, and it's like safe and just like comfortable and nice and easy. But almost done writing. And then I'm going to get to fucking work. There's a lot to look forward to in those ways. I think I really can get better. Oh, I just got to keep trying. Oh, I just got to keep fucking trying. I'll look back on this and go, God damn, you were strong. God damn, you were fucking strong to overcome this shit. That'll be great for me. And that'll be great for me.